Welcome to this explainer. Okay, if you're operating anywhere in the digital space right now, you already know that building an email list is basically the heartbeat of your business. But the way we actually build those lists, it's changing and fast. So today, we're impartially unpacking Darren Langdon's AI list building mastery. We're going to cross-reference the course's own promotional claims directly against a critical 2026 affiliate review just to cut right through the hype and see what this training actually delivers.
Here is a quick look at our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the modern marketing problem, what this course actually is, take a peek inside the 8 modules, look at the Implementation Toolkit, and finally get to the ultimate verdict. Let's get right into it.
Part 1. The modern marketing problem.
So, is traditional list building actually dead? That is the core question this course poses. And look, the answer isn't that list building itself is dead. Absolutely not. But those old, traditional, manual methods, yeah, they are totally killing momentum. Creating lead magnets, drafting emails, building out funnels, trying to do all of that by hand is just way too much for one person to handle without eventually hitting a wall.
It's a pretty stark contrast, right? You've got the absolute burnout of manual work on one side and the sheer speed of AI automation on the other. The independent review we looked at totally agrees that this context is crucial. The gap between marketers who are integrating AI into their daily workflows and those who are stubbornly doing it manually is widening incredibly fast. This course is specifically targeting business owners who know they need a list but simply do not have the hours to burn doing it the slow way.
Moving right along to Section 2. What exactly is this course?
So the review breaks it down for us. AI List Building Mastery is a step-by-step video training course, and it's hosted on popular industry platforms like Product Dino and Warrior Plus. The big promise here is helping everyone, from total beginners to seasoned veterans, automate all that tedious grunt work. We're talking audience research, segmentation, outreach, the whole shebang. The ultimate goal is to let AI handle the heavy lifting so you can actually focus on growth with absolutely zero coding required.
Now, here's something I found incredibly interesting. In a space that is literally flooded with faceless pen names launching products every other week, the reviewer confirms that Darren Langdon is a real, verifiable, UK-based creator. He's got verified GDPR documentation, a real support footprint, and he previously launched Passive Profit AI back in 2025. Learning from someone with a tangible, real-world track record definitely puts this course in a different credibility tier.
All right, Section 3. Let's look inside the 8 modules.
The reviewer makes a huge point about this logical 8-module structure, calling it the course's true differentiator. It takes you all the way from foundational AI-first thinking, right through audience research and lead magnet creation, and all the way to advanced automated workflows. The review specifically praises the fact that it isn't just some padded PDF or a 20-minute intro disguised as a massive course. It's an actual sequence that builds on itself logically rather than jumping randomly between topics.
And it all flows together into this really continuous workflow to attract, drive traffic, and nurture your leads entirely hands-free. So first, you use generative AI to whip up a lead magnet in like 10 minutes. Next, AI video workflows pull in free, high-intent traffic from places like TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. And finally, you deploy a 7-day AI-generated sequence that welcomes and converts those new subscribers around the clock.
Which brings us to Section 4, the Implementation Toolkit.
The big takeaway with this toolkit, it's all about speed. These templates are specifically designed to shrink that gap between thinking, hey, I want to do this, and actually having a live, growing list. You aren't just learning the theory behind it all, you are getting the exact prompt templates, email swipes, and HTML squeeze pages to go and execute immediately.
Now, we all know a major point of friction with digital product launches is that endless, confusing maze of upsells, right? Well, the review actually confirms there is just one single, clean, one-time offer in this funnel. It's an AI-powered business-in-a-box bundle that features 3 extra training courses valued at $397. Having just one offer keeps the buying process relatively straightforward, which the reviewer really appreciated.
And finally, Section 5, the final verdict. When we look at the reviewer's honest pros and cons, the positives stand out pretty clearly. A robust 8-module structure, a verifiable creator, and a solid guarantee. But we definitely need to talk about those cons. The reviewer points out a kind of frustrating sales tactic. The actual front-end price is hidden on the main sales page, forcing you to click through to Warrior Plus just to see what it costs. Plus, they offer a very grounded caveat.
Despite all this amazing AI automation, your results are still going to depend entirely on your own consistency.
So is AI complicated to set up? This is a massive objection for a lot of folks, but according to the course's own FAQs, you literally need zero prior AI or coding experience. The training and the toolkit are explicitly built for ease of use, and most of the workflows are simply copy and paste.
And what if you get stuck? It's a super common worry that you'll just be left high and dry after you hand over your money. But the review notes that expert support is totally available, once again verifying that there's a real contact email for Darren Langdon. Just having a real person you can reach out to gives buyers genuine peace of mind.
So wrapping all of that up, the marketing claims, the module structure, the whole funnel, the reviewer gives this a very respectable 4.2 out of 5. They call it a genuinely solid beginner to intermediate program that comfortably earns its price tag, largely because it avoids being just another hyped-up thin PDF document.
Plus, the reviewer really emphasizes the 30-day money-back guarantee, which basically drops your actual financial risk to near zero. If you go through the training and it just doesn't deliver, you get a refund. Simple as that. It puts the variable of success entirely on whether you actually take the time to implement the training.
As we close out this explainer, I really love for you to just take a second and audit your own daily operations. Look at the bottlenecks that are slowing you down right this minute. If your competitors are leveraging these exact AI strategies to automate their growth while you are still drafting emails by hand, how long until that widening gap becomes impossible to close? Keep learning, keep adapting, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.